key topics within AWS, which is the VPC. So it's a virtual private cloud, and it's an integral part of the cloud architecture. And if anyone looking at a career perspective of network engineering, cloud security, cloud architect, and even preparing for certifications like associate and professional level, the ability to know VPC inside out, ability to create network architectures, try to have sample instances and other workloads, try different type of routing and security controls. Hands-on approach would be really, really helpful when it comes to examinations and practical situations as well. So it's quite important to have a very comfortable understanding of different concepts involved in VPC, as well as getting a hands-on ability to create and troubleshoot the VPC structure. In many ways, Amazon, as part of the cloud, has simplified network creation, administration, and troubleshooting, because previously we used to have individual components which we have to manually connect, configure, set up, maintain, and monitor. So in many ways, all of these are now logically represented and made available via the management console. So it has largely simplified the landscape. Start with the definition of VPC. So VPC is a virtual network that is dedicated to your AWS account. So again, you can create a VPC on the cloud, either as a shared infrastructure, or you can have your own dedicated infrastructure. So the latter is going to give you more security and compliance aspects, but it's going to cost you a lot more. But from a functionality, feature, performance, availability wise, it doesn't make much difference. So why do we have to create a VPC? So like any other network, we create a network so that we can have our computing, another type of resources to be placed within this network, so that can be made available to people within the network, as well as we can apply configurations, security parameters to tweak them as we need it. So basically, network is a logical structuring of your resourcing within a specific boundary, so you can have more control over who is accessing what. So with respect to the VPC, you would have complete control over your virtual networking environment. So which means you can assign your own IP address range, that'll be IPv4 or v6. You can create your own subnets, and you can configure your route tables between the subnets, as well as when it needs to connect to internet or another private network through a VPN or other means. Finally, AWS offers a range of tools to be able to use for securing the VPC. So we'll look at each one of those components like security groups, NACL, route tables, and NAT gateways, and so on. So the idea is to cover this bit by bit. They will start with a really simple network layout diagram. So for anyone who hasn't got a hands-on experience or comfort in creating this, so we'll get familiar with the interfaces, the options, and the criteria available. And then as we progress on a weekly basis in different sessions, we can start to make it more complicated by adding more components, by creating different scenarios by which whether we have to allow or restrict access and try to do different things. And I think in the end, we can do various troubleshooting scenarios as well.